Back at Michigan International Speedway here in Brooklyn, Michigan. What a weekend it has been for Carl Edwards. He turned 29 on Friday, celebrated his birthday, won in the NASCAR Nationwide Series on Saturday, and today becomes just the second driver in Michigan history to sweep the weekend. Mark Martin did it back in 1993. Carl Edwards, a winner in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series today. Let's go to Victory Lane and Jamie Little.
And it is a birthday sweep for Carl Edwards, turned 29 on Friday. Carl, you avoided some things that could have been a big factor here, plus the caution at the end and trying to hold off Kyle. Take us through your run today.
First of all, I have to thank Office Depot, Aflac, Ford Motor Company. Ford's the greatest cars on the road, and I'm glad to be a part of their resurgence. And man, that was just that restart. Kyle's very good at restarts, and I knew he was going to hang back and get the run on my bumper like he did to Jimmy, about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I just didn't want to let that happen. My guys did an unbelievable job. He hit me off the pit road. I just got to thank all my friends and family and my fans. This is unbelievable. I mean, we're winning races, we're gearing up for the chase, and I'm feeling stronger than ever.
Carl, I know you told me that you don't remember much of today. It was a whirlwind, but how influential was your pit stops today? Your guys, you mentioned them. How important were they in getting this win?
Well, it's huge. I mean, Bob Osborne, all the guys have been working really hard. The calls that Bob makes nowadays are right. They're perfect. And he called 2 tires. My guys came through. I just can't thank everybody enough. I mean, Gillette and Under Armour and Escape RVs for my awesome Monaco coach, and mostly the fans for supporting this sport. I know times are tough right now, and it's cool to see this many folks out here supporting NASCAR, the thing that we love.
Carl Edwards' 5th win. That's the most in a series for him. Mike?
And the guy that Carl Edwards is still chasing, though, in the points is Kyle Busch. He's the runner-up today, and Carl said he was bracing for an attack from you on those restarts. What did you have for him?
Pretty much nothing. He just was able to take off there on those restarts and get a heck of a run through 1 and 2, and once he got that gap, it was just over. But I got to hand it to Steve Addington and all these guys on this Interstate Batteries Camry. We came here in the spring and weren't that great, and got it a lot better this time around. At least we were competitive. We were up there and we were leading, and we had that one set of tires that was just special for this thing, and it took off, got the lead and pulled away and was checking out, and then we put the next set of tires on. It wasn't as good, and then those right sides, it wasn't as good again. So just unfortunate there, but we'll take that. At least it's something that we know we can keep up with the 99.
With this finish, you are officially locked into the chase and essentially the #1 seed. What's that like for you?
I mean, it's great to be able to have that, to be locked in and to have everything go our way so far this year. But we've got 3 more races left here before the chase starts, and then we've got 10 more to keep it up throughout the chase. So there's a lot of room there that still anything can happen.
That's Kyle Busch. He brings it home second.
3rd place right behind him, Mike, was David Reagan, and the call was, if everyone comes, let's come and take on 2 tires. Were you thinking bigger, or was that just a mistake? Didn't work out bad.
Probably half and half. I saw the guys coming, and then I looked in my mirror and I saw a few staying out, and I said, what the heck, let's stay out. I felt like our car was a little better than the last run, so I was hoping to not catch a caution that last few runs, and it worked out the best. If we had to do it all over again, we might take 2 just to see what happened, but our AAA Ford had some good speed to it today. Congratulations to Carl. He was pretty fast, and I felt like we had just as equal a car to the 18. It just didn't work out, but nevertheless, a pretty strong and exciting day for us here in Michigan.
You've closed the margin. It's now 26 points to 12th, David. What do you think of that?
I guess that's 26 points closer to getting in there. That's it. We still got 3 more races. That would mean something. If we were going to Richmond next week, we'd probably pay attention to it a little more. We know what we have to do, and that's keep getting top 5s, keep getting top 10s, survive Bristol, get a good finish at California. So we know what's on the table. It's not going to be easy, but it'll be exciting. So stay tuned.
And he's not in Watkins Glen anymore. Shannon.
Yeah, Dave, moving right along down pit road, another Roush Fenway driver, Greg Biffle, 4th place finish today. You've moved from 10th to 7th in the point standings. How much padding does that give you in the next couple races?
Well, it gives us a little bit, it was a great run for the 3M Ford Fusion car. Just guys did a great job in the pits. I can't say enough about that and how the engines ran. But just wish maybe different strategy. Maybe wish we'd have stayed out on those tires. It was a game what to do. We knew a lot of guys were going to come, and David ended up staying out and getting the lead, and it really worked out for him. He's able to keep his track position. So we're curious if that would have worked for us, but I'm still happy with 4th.
You got to talk about your teammate David Reagan and the run that he had today. How impressive was that for that young man?
Oh, it was a great run. We were just a little bit faster than he was. I saw him in 4th, and we could put a little distance on him every green run, but I knew he was right there. And then once he stayed out on the stop and got in front of us, we needed about 5 more laps to do him there to try and get to race with him. But he did a great job. He kept the car under him all day, and good top 5 run for him.
All right, great run for all the Roush Fenway drivers here today. Mike?
Yeah, and another one of those Roush Fenway drivers is Matt Kenseth at the top 5. How would you assess the day overall?
It was a struggle. You know, we really struggled all day. I mean, we ended up with a good finish, but we really, you know, the crew guys, overall guys, green flag stops or yellow flag stops, you know, Chip calling the race and making good adjustments is what got us to finish. We really didn't run good at all. So all my teammates whipped up on us, and we probably had a car that could have won in the spring. So I'm just disappointed with how we ran, really.
You've gone through some highs and lows points-wise over the last 2 or 3 weeks, but right now, 10th with 3 regular season races to go. How do you look at things in terms of the chase?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just really concentrating on trying to get running better. We've been, you know, trying to do some testing and you know, trying to, Chip's been doing a good job trying to build some new stuff, you know, get to the next thing that'll elevate our game a little bit. So, you know, right now we're not running good enough to win a championship anyway, so we're more concentrating on trying to get our cars running better and finishing better and running up front. So if we do make it, we can be a contender.
Matt Kenseth brings it home 5th here in Michigan, Doc.
Mike, 3 races remaining to settle the chase, and Kyle Busch is officially in the chase today. The big winners today, of course, plus 3 spots. Biffle, Harvick, the losers. Jeff Gordon finished 42nd. Casey Kane and Denny Hamlin hanging on. Clint Boyer is there, and as you heard, only 26 points back to David Reagan, who equaled his career best finish today. Guys, your final thoughts on what we saw here in Michigan?
Yeah, what a run for Roush. He gets half the field are Roush cars. Half of the top 10 are Roush cars. All of his cars in the top 10.
Yeah, a great day for those guys, and these guys, it's going to make an interesting points battle from 8th back to 14th. Now we have a real race, and these next 3 races are going to be interesting.
A good weekend to beat Carl Edwards and Alan Bestwick. A very good day to beat Jack Roush.
Yeah, I guess so. And the Blue Oval Gang Ford rules the hometown race for the Detroit Big 3 as Carl Edwards and the Roush Fenway team sit in victory lane. Next Friday, Thunder Valley, Bristol, Friday night, 7:30 Eastern on ESPN, the NASCAR Nationwide Series race. And Saturday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, ESPN, our NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race presented by Pennzoil Platinum.
I have got goosebumps, and I ain't even there yet, but I want to congratulate David Reagan on a great run. Elliott Sadler kept that car in the top 10, and Jamie McMurray had a big day.
I'll tell you what, Tony Stewart had a good points day, Kevin Harvick had a good points day, and Clint Boyer and David Reagan only 26 points out of the chase right now.
Sports Center is coming up next. Hope you'll stay with us for that. Of course, the late night NASCAR Now with a full wrap-up on today's race as well. Lots of in-depth post-race coverage. And our NASCAR Now Monday Roundtable, ESPN2, 5 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow night. And again, Sports Center is next. So a great day here in Michigan. Beautiful weather and a great crowd on hand. We saw lots of sparks flying, both off the racetrack in the pre-race festivities and on the racetrack during the day. Some high rollers had some big trouble today, and some bubble boys got some much-needed results. Of course, the best result of all went to Carl Edwards, who missed a big wreck, barely. Key moment in the race for him, and went on to score his 5th win of 2008. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Sports Center's next. See you next weekend from Bristol.